All right, so back at it again, right? So right now I'm just kind of doing some little nitpicky stuff that I gotta really get done on the car. I am about to weld the underside of them, right? And also probably about try to make a little patch panel for this, clean this out right here, and get all this figured out, you know, just so I can finish up on the floors. And then I'm gonna POR 15 the whole thing. Also, another thing I'm about to be doing while I'm under the car, right, is I'm about to probably get the drive shaft measured so I can get that thing cut, because, you know, I also have to shorten up the drive shaft for this thing. All right, so get the whole drive shaft cut. I already got a good estimate of what it should be. It should be around 2.5 to 3 inches, how much shorter I need it to be. So yeah, I'm just about to get started on all of that and just do some little nitpicky things. It's kind of a windy day. I'm really hoping nothing blows off the car. But anyway, all right, so I'm under here. Let me get y'all under here. All right. And I don't know if you can see, this is my little drive shaft right here. I have it zip tied up so it didn't drag the ground. I did not have it all the way out, but right now I'm about to try to measure it and try to see how far do I really need it, like exactly. Alright, fun fact, to get the drive shaft completely out on the 64 Impala Bel Air and Biscayne, alright, it's gonna be 2 bolts right there, right in the middle, that you gotta take off, because that little round piece right there is keeping it in. So yeah, you just gotta take that out, and then the whole drive shaft will come out. So the more you know. As you can tell, this is my ECU and wire harness. Holley Terminator X Max, right? It has everything that I'm gonna need to finish this thing up. Got the little 3-inch screen, got the little transmission controller. I'm so excited, bro. Right now, before I get started on this stuff, I'm about to start on my fuel system. So that's gonna be a video within itself. So I'm about to start on that right now. Going pretty much completely from carbureted to EFI. At the moment, right now, what I have here, this is my fuel filter. I just added some AN fittings on the end so I can hook up the hoses to them, and I have this for my return line. Right here, this is my fuel pump. Very simple, very easy. You know, it has the positive and the negative. Also, it's gonna hook it up pretty much directly to the Corvette fuel filter. Oh, this is, by the way, a C5 Corvette fuel filter. So the plan is, right, because this is the outlet right here, run this one straight from the sending unit. Oh, by the way, I have to show you the new sending unit. Run this straight from the sending unit to here, right? So probably have very short holes in between, right? So this is gonna hook up to here, and this is the return line. So this is gonna go back to the tank, and this can go all the way up to the motor. Honestly, it shouldn't be difficult at all to do what I'm about to do. Also got random other little AN fittings just to, you know, make sure I do this right. So you can never be too sure. I can always return them, so I'm not too worried about it. And now I'm about to show you guys the sending unit. I haven't even opened this thing up yet, but here is the sending unit right here. All right, let's open this thing up. Okay, so here's the O-ring and the top part of it. Okay. So this is pretty much a factory style sending unit right here. Only difference is it has a return on it. A lot of them don't have returns on it. Like the one currently on the car does not have a return. So in order to run that C5 Corvette fuel filter and have a return on the car, so I don't over pressurize the system or anything like that, I have right here this stock style fuel sending unit. So yeah, it should work. Pretty much nothing really different about this one other than the return compared to the factory one. A lot of people, so I've heard yays and nays about these. A lot of people say, oh, if you run this kind, you know, you're gonna run into problems when you get under like a quarter tank because it'll start to surge or something like that. But I mean, I've also talked to people that's done literally the exact system that I'm doing. They said they have not had problems with it at all in like years. So I'm gonna try to do this system pretty much like this anyway, and let's see how we get this done. Alright, so now the car is jacked up. First thing first is to replace the sending unit to the one with the return. I'll show y'all the differences in between. It's honestly really nothing, but I'll still show y'all. Then I can go to installing the Corvette fuel filter and the pump. Everything is going to be routed back here and just back up to the front of the motor, so it should be fine. Alright, so as you can see, this is my sending unit right here. This one has no return on it, so the only reason I'm replacing is just to put a return on this thing. And I heard it works just like, you know, factory EFI, so should be good. Alright, I had to change the camera angle because it was getting in the way, but as you can see, it is now out. So if we look, this is how it was mounted. So I'm gonna keep it towards that same exact way. Oh, it's dripping all over me. It's cool, I guess. I guess it's cool. So here's the old one right here. Right here is the new one. All right. It's already looking, in my opinion, a lot better. I mean, this one's fairly new too, only a couple years old. But you know, I need a return line, so yeah. I think I'll put this in first. Here we go. Wait. Alright, so here's where all the craziness began, right? So you can see I have a little fuel filter right there, and it goes to a hard line right up here, right? You can see that. Well, I have a big fuel pump and a C5 Corvette fuel filter that I have to put on here. So what I'm probably about to do is go from probably like from this sending unit right here, probably like over to like something like this, or I might have to make like a little bracket, right? And probably put the fuel pump like right here, and then try to like reroute it back to over there, like the filter, and then go to that hard line. I don't want to get rid of hard line since it's already here, you know, and I know it's a good line. It might look a little rusty, but it works just fine. It's just a little surface rust on it. So yeah, I guess that's gonna be the plan right there. All right, so a pretty decent amount of time has passed since I last talked to y'all, but I'm just now starting to figure it out. All right, so this is what I got so far, and I'm pretty sure this could work pretty good. I don't think I need a 90 right here. I'm probably gonna go with something like I want to say maybe like a 120, or you know, something, not a 90. Kind of wanted to point that way a little bit, so we gonna see about that. But the plan is run a 180 right here, or not a 180, sorry, a 150 right here on the return, bring it up some, and probably run this 180 right to the actual return part of the sending unit. And right here, I know it's super weird, but it's kind of weird because it's fuel pump, but I'm gonna run a male fitting. I'm gonna run a hose, like little small hose like this, male fitting, male little AN fitting, and then a 180 connected to that. Bring that all the way up, have another 180, bring it up again, and have another one of those male fittings where I could just do another little hose like this to the actual sending unit, like part. So like I said, it's gonna be super weird, but it should work. All right, so right now this is what the fuel system is looking like. Add another little hose right here, and I got like a 150, like a degree angle right here. It was like super difficult trying to find these. Store was like out of a lot of them and stuff. I also need to cut this so I can make the little plate that I would like for here, but I'm about to start all that now. So yeah, let's just get this started. All right, so now this thing right here is cut down to size. I have my little holes right here where I'm gonna cut and drill, but before I do that, I'm about to go back under there with this to see the placement, to try to get the placement right. But yeah, should be fine. All right, so I made the plate, made my measurements, went under there and put the holes in. So now all I have to do is find some bolts over here that's gonna fit and mount this thing up. All right, so this is how the fuel system came out. I have it mounted on this little piece, and then I already drilled my little holes so I can mount it up. But it looks good. I really like the way this looks. Man, this thing came out way better than I thought. So here it is, mounted. I don't have the return set up yet. I have to go grab some more hose, and I don't have the line, I don't know if you see, for it to actually go all the way to the engine through the hard line right there. But all I have to do is grab some more rubber hose, and that's gonna be good. As you can see, I do have this hose hooked up, and I also need to hook up the wiring for the pump. But nonetheless, this thing came out so much better than I expected. I just put it on a little plate, cut this little plate, hooked it up, and it's away from like all moving parts. It's not gonna hit the shock tower. It's not gonna hit, you know, the rear end or nothing like that. Man, this thing looks so good. I'm actually like really happy about this.
It does have a little sound to it now.
All right. So at the moment, we've gotten a lot done in the past couple days. I pretty much got everything set for the fuel system. I'll probably drop a picture right here. I did all that. The only thing I haven't done for the fuel system is wire up the relay and whatnot. So that's why the fuel pump and stuff is not working yet. I got my Holley Terminator X Max kit in, and I'm messing with that right now. I'm just kind of doing little stuff right now, probably about to clean up this wiring and whatnot, but it turns over. It turns over. I put the spark plugs in, I put the injectors in so you can hear the compression. Sounds good from what I'm hearing. Also put a little bit of trans fluid and loop the trans lines because I don't have a trans cooler or radiator in right now, just so it don't like spew everywhere and it, you know, runs it dry for whenever I do start this thing up, which will be next video. That will be next video I start this thing up. Yeah, so it's getting really close, man. Like pretty much I'm just about to do this little wiring and, you know, set all that up and it'll be good. But I'm probably gonna end the video here. We've done a lot in this video. We've got a good amount of progress in this video done. Please like, comment, subscribe, and please stay tuned for the next video because this thing will fire up on the next one. So yeah, see you guys on the next one.